Thomas Tuchel gets the promotion he deserves. He gets Bayern Munich as Nagelsmann is sacked, as Spurs have started conversations with getting Nagelsmann to White Hart Lane, and N'Golo Kante plays his first minutes since his injury. Let's get Welcome to the Kavkas View, brother. Okay, football is like no other sport. Within minutes, we had Nagelsmann's about to get sacked, and Thomas Tuchel is taking over at Bayern Munich. Literally, it came out of nowhere. The links weren't even there. No one was talking about it. Julian Nagelsmann was skiing. And Chelsea, at this moment in time, they're looking like fools because Spurs are taking a march on them and going to secure one of the hottest, youngest managers in the game. And Chelsea is sitting here with the PE teacher that we like to call Graham Potter. Other than that, N'Golo Kante played his first minutes. Chelsea won 3-0 in behind closed doors friendly against Charlton. We've got some information about that in the end of the video, but let me give you the rundown of what happened at Bayern Munich. Why did Nagelsmann get sacked? Why is Tuchel getting the job? And more importantly, what are Chelsea doing? Because this is a chance we cannot miss. This is a chance that we need to make sure we grab by the scruff of the neck and we bring Nagelsmann to Stamford Bridge, and I've got all of the harsh truths that Bowley needs to hear, so you better make sure he hears. But yeah, before we get started, one little hit that like button. It goes a long way. I just need 1,000 likes from you lot. So each one of you play your role. It's very simple. You made it this far. You clearly enjoy the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're new because you're enjoying. So yesterday I'm sitting watching England versus Italy. Great game, 2-1, really enjoyable. But that wasn't even the main thing I was watching in the second half. My phone was blowing up. Julian Nagelsmann gets sacked. And this came from Fabrizio Romano before anyone else had it. Fabrizio literally leaked this news like there was no tomorrow. Within 4 minutes of that, Thomas Tuchel set to sign a 2.5-year contract. I was like, wait, what? This is ridiculous. Thomas Tuchel, who was unemployed, who was being linked with Spurs, Real Madrid, has now went and got the Bayern Munich job. And the reason he got it was very simple. There are 3 major factors that the Bayern board, who have standards unlike Chelsea board, have decided we need to get rid of him. Number 1, his perfect Champions League run does not matter. The 7 wins or 8 wins in a row that he's had within the Champions League, it's irrelevant. No one cares about it. Guess why? Because they've been shaky in the league. They've dropped 10 points since 2023. 10 points, by the way. They've dropped 10 points. And that is a travesty in Bayern Munich. It is a travesty that they dropped 10 points. And they don't want to risk the treble. That, for me, is elite level club mentality. Number 2, Nagelsmann has lost some of the players, the key players. This has been happening over a period of time. Why has this been happening? Well, there's been the drama with Manuel Neuer. There's been the drama with what he's going to do with Thomas Müller. Thomas Müller is the heartbeat of this team. He's essentially the Mason Mount of this team. The fan base adore him, especially the match-going fans. The German match-going fans adore Thomas Müller. It is Thomas Müller's team in every way. Even when he's not good enough, it's his team, and they are going to do that. And finally, this is the big one. The reason they jumped at this opportunity is because of Thomas Tuchel. They don't want to miss out on Thomas Tuchel. They've missed out on him before, and now they are saying not again. In 2018, they missed out on the man. And now Oliver Kahn and Salihamidzic, I think that's how you pronounce his name, believe that this is the right time to go and get the man they deserve. The man that they've been chasing. The man that they believe is the next guy to take this club to another level. They believe with Thomas Tuchel at the helm, it's worth sacking Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann's record, by the way, is absolutely crazy this year. He's got 112 goals in 37 games this season. He's lost 3 games all year. But Bayern believe it's the right time to move. As soon as Thomas Tuchel gets hired, Nagelsmann's another great manager available on the market, and what's going on? Matt Law comes out with an article that Spurs are already trying to get into talks with Nagelsmann. Julian Nagelsmann has a soft spot for Spurs. He believes it's a great project, and he would be interested in taking the job. And a lot of you are going to be thinking the same thing as me, right? Alex, we've got an average manager. Why on earth are we not going after it? And this is what I want to ask you lot. We're going for the best in class in recruitment. We're going the best in class for a stadium. We're building a new stadium. We're going for the best in class in groundsman, apparently. But yet, when it comes to manager, we've got a B-Tech manager. We've got a manager that's mid-table. We've got a manager that's unproven. We've got a manager that literally has got 3 wins in his last, 12 20 games or something pathetic like that. I've got his record here. 12 wins, 8 draws, 10 losses in 30 games. That is 40% win rate at Chelsea Football Club. At big boy Chelsea Football Club, we got a 40% win rate. And on the other hand, you got Nagelsmann, who has played 37 games this year as a manager, lost only 3 and scored 112 goals. Let that sink in. This guy's got a system. He's a project manager in the sense that he can take over a young core. We've seen it at Hoffenheim. We have seen it at Leipzig. And we were starting to see it at Bayern. He got sacked for political reasons, not because he's not good enough. He got sacked because they did not like that the show was about him. They wanted the show to be about Bayern Munich. They wanted the show to be about the players. They wanted the show to be about Oliver Kahn and the rest of the board members. And the reality is, Nagelsmann is a special manager. Am I saying he's my first choice? No, I am not saying he's my first choice. My first choice is Ruben Amorim, the sporting manager. But I will take Nagelsmann because I don't think he's that much worse. I think he's a top-class manager. And I think Chelsea need one of those at the helm. We can't be going on with Potter guy. I'm telling you now, we will regret it if Spurs jump ahead of us in the queue and secure him. Do you remember when we got Tuchel? Do you remember that? Everyone else was jealous, and the same thing's going to happen again. Chelsea need to be proactive and do not need to be reactive. You need to sack Potter now, eat the pain. Eat the embarrassment that comes with the fact that you hired him for £21 million. You hired him from Brighton when he was in a secure contract. But the reality of the fact is, we need to move on. We need to be better as a club. And this is not the right move. He's not the right fit. He does not have the aura of a man that should be Chelsea manager. He doesn't. I'm sorry. On to some positive news, and N'Golo Kante's back. N'Golo Kante played 60 minutes in a 3-0 win against Charlton Athletic in a behind closed doors friendly. This is fantastic. This is a player that we've been craving for. This is a player that we've been calling for literally since Tuchel got sacked. Like, we've needed N'Golo Kante. I genuinely have said if N'Golo stays fit, we're a team that's in the top 3 and maybe even battling for the league. That's how good, that's how impressive this player is. He gives us just so much balance, and it's like having an extra player on the pitch. He literally does the work of 2. He's very good at carrying the ball forward. He elevates his teammates, and it's very nice that we got 60 minutes of him playing it against Charlton. A couple of the youth team players scored for the first team in a nice friendly. That's the only update we have at this moment in time. There is a lot of news that is going around about maybe Chelsea have been investing into the pitch, investing into the stadium, but nothing concrete for me to sit here and bore you guys. The news is very simple. Chelsea need to act now, or they are going to regret letting Nagelsmann go to Spurs, because Chelsea are a fantastic project for Nagelsmann. He suits us and we suit him. Make it happen. You want the stars. You want the Enzo Fernandezes. You want the Joao Felixes. Give him a manager that gets the best out of him. Por favor. Please. Пожалуйста. Let's move on. Peace out. I'm out. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram. Bye-bye in the pinned comment.